Just gonna confirm that it is live. Just gonna confirm it is live. Good. Welcome to the PLR or Pro League Racing's World Tour, Season 1, Round 2, Silverstone today. Yes, you heard right. It is Silverstone. We have come to a classic track for all motorsport. One of the original ones, we can say. Today there will be a few changes. There have been a few, I think one or two withdrawals, sadly, from the championships because people don't have the time. We are sad about that, but they've been moved to rookies instead for Thursday because they have time there. I am I'm gonna call saying host is wrong, but I am the commentator Sebastian, and I hope you will enjoy this lovely evening with me. We have some good racing and good qualifying coming up. Yeah, I think that is all we can say. So how about we come to the track, to the track. As we'll see, we can't see much of in terms of this is just practice, but there's nothing much to take from this. I want to say it's practice, the learning conditions. But qualifying can be dry. It can be way less rain, way more rain. We can only wait and see how this will go. But if we have to go by, and I would want to say, I think earlier there was less rain. So, but we can say that Sergei Sabolkov has put the best time in practice. So he should be confident for the qualifying. Nesnanov is P2 with Victor in P3. I do have the standings today. So yeah, that is gonna be interesting. Very much gonna be interesting, yes, indeed. Had to respond to a message, but Victor's P3. Now, today the surprise, as you all could see from the start, which I'll just quickly go back to, is this lovely screen that we have to give props for. We have to find the user who has actually done it, and yes, this is our very own Victor Bashuk who has made this. It's been so lovely to take a little bit of time to make this for me, along with a few other things, you could say, that you might see on rookies later. Well, definitely one of them with rookies. So yeah, that is also, he did make a World Tour calendar, which I've decided not to use for today. But what I could do, I say that, but I could actually make it really quickly if people would love to see it. Yeah, really quickly, I could make it. What we could do while we do this is I could lock it. Can't lie, but we can look at the standings while we do this. This is the top half of the standings that I've just gotten with me. And as we can see, it's the same results for last race, so it's no surprise of what that is, but it does improve a little bit into what we can see. As we can see, Victor's at the top. We have Luke Short in P2, and I've just made this so big. While I try to fix this really quickly on stream, this is the calendar. I've just put it on the same screen because why not? As we can see, we have Silverstone. This is a lovely, again, Victor has made this, and I think I can even use it for something else, but we will hide it again and look at the standings real quick. We have Axel in P1. We have Victor in P1, Luke Short in P2, Declan Bro in P3, and the rest of the grid is. The rest of the standings is as follows. As we're soon gonna head into qualifying in a little bit, we will look at the bottom half of the table. Yes, we have the bottom half of the table right here as well, cut out after one race. And I'm gonna have to do this again next race, because it will be updated. So these are just momentary things. We will go back to the qualifying session. That will begin in a little bit. Very little bit, I can tell you. We're just waiting for this guy to finish. We're just waiting. Waiting, you know, just waiting. Well, I'll just add. We just waiting. 19 seconds. You cannot complete that lap in 19 seconds, sir. So, yeah, it will be. We are waiting. Oh, we've got it. As I love the admiral gave a bit of a speech. Now, AMs are gonna go first. We can sadly not see them. The class differentiate, but yeah. People are going out, as we see the first one being Ryan Masson, and then we have Colombo behind with E3 the third. So it's slowly getting out. I'm gonna grab. I'm not prepared because I remembered this about 30 minutes ago that this happened. So I do need myself like something to drink. What would be lovely was if I could eat something, but sadly I can't. I have forgotten to do something. I just remembered. 2 seconds. There we go. I forgot the PLR logo. No, it's not rookies. Oh shit. Oops. Thank you for helping me. Whoops. Good spotting, Anthony. I am gonna get. Please don't. Please don't demote. Avis, but I accidentally put the name, a different name on Rookies and Silvers. But just change that really quickly. Oops. Now we're gonna follow Ryan Masson for this entire lap and see, because he will be the first to cross the line, while I do some other stuff. I have remembered that I do not have any food to eat really quickly, so I've just baked really quickly. So I can have some for qualifying, because I think qualifying isn't the most exciting thing, so I can kind of do it in a way where, oh, it's kind of, I mean, like, it's kind of exciting, so I could just show off it without talking too much, because showcasing is right there. But of course I will do something as I can try to guess by sound where we are, because I am not looking at the screen. I'm in the kitchen. Now, what I can say about this is, people are new to this place, is that it is the first 15 minutes for AMs, and the next 15 minutes will be for pros and silvers. So we have the AMs out now, trying to set AM pole, and then we'll have silvers and pros trying to beat it. And as we can see, it is raining, so it might be now that the conditions are best, and that might hinder the pros a little bit. So we might see a field where we're looking at the same kind of thing. So yeah, it is as it is. So yeah, I will have to look. To my curse of commentary. That's good. I can rant. No. You like this track in the red? I think this track is the best in the red, to be honest. It is definitely a challenge in terms of traction, but as we see, Luke Short having set the provisional pole with him. In the Lion Speed X Herbert Porsche number 666. That is a gap, and he did have that sort of gap back in Brands Hatch, a little bit closer, but it was still like that. So he might. Did we move him up or not? Question. Because we might have to move him up. Let us see, actually beginning this completely correctly, how I should do it. Who is at the end of the laps with a good lap? Thomas Banyak is on a good lap. I just see the three forwards, one after another on the. Ooh! Ah, we found a spinner already. We'll probably see a few of those in this weather. Maybe. I think so, maybe. Let's see Banyak's final lap coming to an end here. Ooh, it was not an improvement, sadly. It was very close to one, but it wasn't. He lost about 3/10 at the end of that, sadly, for him. Let's see what Mark Stewart can do. I am just looking, so... Was this guy not... Oh yeah, that wasn't an AM, he was just out all the time last time. So yeah, he wasn't... yeah, I think everyone is where they should be. We have only 19 drivers for this, sadly. That is sad. That's a good time, Max Stewart. Goes up into 7th. 7th quicker that time by. So 208.855. Puts a good margin down to 8 and gets him into striking distance of P6 and P5. So that's good. 2 more laps of AMs. They have 2 more laps. The rain is horrendous. Horrendous, as we can see. It is medium rain, I have to say. It is not the heavy, but it is definitely something. Can't wait to see what the pros will do. If we'll have a few surprises, like Luke Short, being this far up, as he did just set a better lap. If I'm correct, I need to see it. Yes, he did. That was a better lap, and he does have one more, as we see Enrique going back to the pits. He will not have another lap. People like Colombo will have this and one more, so let's see what he can do. And Mark Stewart and all that. Kaminsky is too far, Ryslewski is too far, and Bumba will maybe get another lap. So we're gonna see what can happen. The pros are getting anxious, I feel like. The pros want to get out soon. 30 seconds to this qualifying. Oh yeah, there's no there's only Enrico today. There's no Axel, as we can see it. Yeah, the Aston is gonna be alright in this. I think the McLaren is also pretty fine in this. I don't think there's any car here that's particularly bad, if you know what I mean. Actually, we are gonna keep an eye on the pole sitter for now, because this lap, if this counts, will be a monstrous one, I'll tell you. If it counts. As we see the pros, Silvers coming out of the pits right now. Luke Short, what will this time be? He lost some in this last two sections and does not improve. But that was very a good lap though at the start. The first two sectors, he just lost in the third. Gonna be very insistent with Stewart, Colombo. Did Umba get? I don't think Bumba got his lap in of time. I have to say, so that I am confused by. Ricardo Colombo, unless he has a monstrous last quarter without game time. Will Mark Stewart though take P6 away from Colombo? It doesn't look that likely in what I can see. It is an improvement, but not for position, as Ricardo Colombo just takes some pit lane practice. And that's the line you have to hit. Now, who is ahead? Is it no, it's not Dabrowski. Is it Rashka? No, it's not Rashka. Is it, wait, who is at the front? Is it Sobolkov? It is Sobolkov. And Nesnanov. That's what who it was. I could not see the numbers for a sec. So we have the AMs done. Luke, I don't think Luke is I think we need to put him higher than what he is. That's too much of a gap. Like Silvers at least. Also Bumba, if you're doing, I'm gonna keep an eye out just cause are you trying to do laps? Cause you are AM, aren't you? Oh, pit lane practice. You could have done that. I would not have advised you could have done that. Well, you didn't technically set a lap, so alright. We'll look at, oops, that's not off. That was as I get a Steam notification. Oops. As we will go on to the, let's see. Now I cannot tell if they've invalidated the laps now right now, because it might say they're invalidated, but they might have done it because Sobolkov, who's dropped off from Nesnanov, is on a valid lap, but like it's no telling right now. We kind of need to wait, because there is a kind of a bug in the game that doesn't show you on the outlap who is done what in terms of that. So we waiting. We are waiting. We will be waiting. Also for the first laps, because Oh, 15 minutes gonna rain even more and a little heavier, I think. So yeah, they're gonna have good time to it. To do some. So we'll see Nikita around the final corner. Is this provisional pole? What is this kind of a lap? Let's see. That is not provisional pole. Not for Robin Jennings either. Volkov, you had a mistake on your lap or something, probably. Yeah, you invalidated your lap. But we'll keep an eye on Broken first, and we'll go to Victor. Broken's up to P5, first lap. Dabrowski's with the provisional pole. What a lap from him. But we have Victor here who just takes it out for people. 67 that was broken. But yeah, that was a good lap from Victor. Takes the provisional pole away from Dabrowski. Giulio Bettini got into fourth with Neslanov P5. Rashka in 11th. Lukas Rashka. Tom Week 12, Robert Jennings 14th, Demario got 17th, and then Sobolkov did his lap. Must have been an invalidation, I think, both first and this lap too. He's also invalid, so that he's on the wrong foot now. Sadly for his case, I have seen notifications. Take a drink, a little mug of drink, and I'm gonna check on the food. There's nothing too. I don't want to say qualifying is the utmost important here, as it was on Brands Hatch, even though you can easily make mistakes into it. But that goes for everyone. So I don't think we are gonna see a race today where. Well, where pole silver might win from pole, but I don't think the rest. But I think there's a high chance, very likely to see a grid that for qualifying is mixed as with all classes, and then we'll see a how should we say, a race where it will be the same, but where because of how difficult wet racing can be. Especially close racing as well. Who do we have we can see though? We were looking at Sobolkov. I kind of feel like we should give Sobolkov and see what he... Oh, you're out of the way, okay. That's a moment happened there. Peak viewership. It literally says peak viewership right now. Lol. Let's see who is on. Nikita is on a lap right now, a good lap for his standards. So we'll see what he can do with it, as the 26 car is spun around somewhere. That was Yukash. So we're gonna wait and see if Nikita can keep this pace up and improve his lap, as many others going to pitch, maybe to get the last. Ooh, even in 5 minutes we're gonna see this a little slight heavier rain, I think. So, or longer rain. I feel it's both. So the laps need to come now. That was a bit wide for Nikita into the corner before Luffield. Is that called Brooklands and then Luffield? I think it is. I forget corner names around Silverstone. He's gonna come across the line. P4 for him. Nicely done for him. And Robert Jennings up into P9 with that lap. Well, look what Sobolkov can do. Up into P5 provisionally with that lap. While that is happening, I'm going to find Silverstone corner names. I want corner names. I want. I've got it. It is Brooklyn's. Wasn't bad. So turn 1 is Cops. Then we have Maggots, Beckett's, and Chapel. Then we have Stowe, Vale, and Club. Into Abbey, the farm, village, Brooklyn, Sluffield. Yeah, I can remember that. To a point. People. Ooh, Victor's still out. Where's other people? Victor does not have the biggest margin today. I see. Maybe he will be challenged today. Maybe he will be challenged. Hopefully he'll be challenged, I mean. Now this seems to be a rather good lap, I say, and then he ruins it a little bit, but it seems to be a good lap from Victor. We'll see if he can keep this up. Shall we see if he can do it around? Out of left field, that is going to be nearly a 3/10 improvement in 206.335. Gives himself a gap of 4/10. Now, who is on a good lap? I don't know if that's a lap. No, it's not. That's an outlet for you, sir. Now, this is a lap. I don't think the lap is that good in the rain. Actually, so this might be the one thing that is not going to be that good. Around left field, that looks alright. You can never tell from these cameras if it looks alright, because it's so hard to spot. So, but let's see what he does. Oh, up into P4, into the 206s for Declan Brogan. We can say, what I also want to say is, top 3 are 3 different classes. We have the Pro with the Boschuk, we have Silvers, Josef Dabrowski, and we have the AM of Luke Short right now. Like with a mega lap from Luke as well, but also Dabrowski, that's a really good lap from Dabrowski. Now, Victor is on a lap again to maybe go even lower in the 206s. Maybe a 206.1 right now. I'm gonna commentator curse it and say he doesn't, because it's gonna be a 2.2. But let's find out what he can do. Robert Jennings is going to pit lane. There's no more running for him. Is it gonna be a, it is gonna be it. No, he's lost all his time there. I've commented cursed it fully. Does not improve. Giulio Bettini coming in across the line in a second behind him. A good improvement. Oh, into second place. What a jump. What a jump indeed. A 206.687. Nice for him. Nikita Nesnanov did not improve his lap. You're on a valid lap, so no, that's no improvement from you. You are too far back for an improvement. So we'll look at Dabrowski, see can he challenge for pole. I'm gonna not say anything, so I don't ruin it. It's alright. I might have commented a cursed him, sadly. Because he was half a second up, and now he's a tenth down, sadly. Now, you have time for another lap, and that's what you've seen. You have time. Go for it, my friend. Go for it. Last lap for you. Just like it's last lap for everyone else. We have 4 drivers left. Nikita and Eston are first. Keep an eye. Isn't on a particular good lap from what I see. Nobody is actually, except yeah, he backs off. Broken has backed off as well. It's only Yukash and Dabrowski. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna be an improvement for the BMW driver either. That leaves one driver all eyes upon. Yaroslav Dabrowski. It's looking quite good. I have to say, it is looking quite good right now. Let us see what will happen. Into good old I don't know what that corner is, but into the village section. I just want to say more. I think it's that called. Ooh, he is down now, sadly. Yeah, he invalidated at the end, sadly. Nothing there for him. Wait, what? Anthony is what? Anthony, sir, what were you doing? Naughty Anthony was in the server. Oh well, we will wait now for the race session.
Alright, conditions are wet. We have some slippery curves, and also watch out for your braking distance.
And it kept raining, yay! But it's kind of same conditions, I wanna say, so everyone knows. We will quickly, right now, take the grid, so I can just have the 2 minutes of the formation lap to eat. Victor Bashik is in P1, Bettini P2, Dabrowski P3, and AM pole to Luke Short in P4. Bettini had Silver's pole, so everyone knows. Sergei Sabulkov P5, Broken P6, Nestonov P7, Tom Week P8, Ryan Masson in 9th. A good performance by him, the AM driver. Yukas Rashka in P10, Ubanyak in P11, Bumba in P12, Rico Itri P13, Ricardo Colombo P14, Max Stewart in P16, Rafa Kaminsky in P16, Konstantin Domarev in P17, and Ryslevsky bringing up the rear. Uh-oh, we've had a disconnect, I think. Because we did have another person. We were 19 drivers, so someone has disconnected. Let me see if I can find out who was in 19th place. I can't, sadly. was Robert who had a disconnect. He was in P9 sadly, but yeah, he will start from the pits.
Green light, show them what you got.
And it's green, green, green. Good stuff from Victor. Good stuff from everyone. A little bit side by side with Broken and Luke Short. Ahead, who will get that? Everyone seems to have survived. Oh, that's not Broken, that's Sebulka. Broken has gotten in the back, sorry. Oh, Victor's caught Chapel, so he's is now gonna lose the lead to Bettini and also losing valuable time to Dabrowski. Nestanov also got Luke Short, so bad start from the AM pole. We'll look more up. Bettini, Bashik. No, that's not Bashik. It's Dabrowski going side by side into Vale. Not Vale, but it is Vale, right? It is Vale, and then into Club. Ooh, Victor's kept it, but now Sebulka's on the attack, on the outside of Club. Oh, off the track there. Interesting start we have seen today, lads. Today, everyone. Wow, I did not see that coming. And Bettini is away. Victor is struggling. Oh, Luke Short is coming back on Nestanov, but no. Good defender. Kaminsky is on Ryslevsky. As we can see, like Jennings is 4 seconds back. Ooh, Ryslevsky is coming back though into the section. Kaminsky's getting the better exit. This battle of teammates, the Polish Eagle Hunters. Ooh, with the two Ferraris going side by side. So we're gonna look at this, but I think, yeah, oh, no, Domarov has hit Ryslevsky, no big damage to him, just lost the position each, no massive amounts of damage, but Bettini, a 2-second gap after lap 1, wow, so Sebulka's in the pit lane already. Oh, it is only a refilling mandatory for this race. So you might take that now and get out and be in and don't have traffic. But what a start from Bettini. There's enough putting pressure on Ryan Masson. Up into Stowe. We aren't gonna see moves. Maybe down here we'll see a move of Banyak on Stewart, but no. decides not to do it, does not want to risk it. Bumba is fighting with Rashka. What about down here? Is there gonna be something down here? No. Go back up, because this is what we're interested about. We will see it from the overall perspective. Victor Bashik lost P1 off the start. His own mistakes to make it back in Chapel to Bettini. Raska and Bumba fighting very hard. Oh, there's contact there. That's Bumba and Raska still. And now Ricardo Colombo is having a run on the Polish Eagle Hunters BMW. Oh, is he? Oh, this is gonna be closed down into. Oh, it is into the left-hander before Lafayette, which is called Brooklyn. Don't forget, Robert Jennings already up into P17. Well, he's got one position because Sobogov did pit, but Sobogov is not far behind. I'd say 20 seconds. So, 15 seconds off the field. So, very good stuff for him. Just stop, drop, get 1 liter, and that's it. Nice. As Ryan Messon goes very wide turn 1. Declan Brown gets the position. Now, last time by, Bettini was a 10th quicker than Victor. But on this lap, it does seem to be Victor is getting closer, though he hasn't validated a lap. So that might be a track warning for him. They can only have 3 as Raska and Pumba are fighting again. That's a track. Might not have been a track warning, but it's definitely a card. Ricardo Colombo and E3 and Kaminsky, the 3 Fords fighting. But Dabrowski, Nestonov even had a really good start. Luke Short, terrible start, I have to say. Terrible start for him. Drops from P3 to P5. But not the end of the world. Tom Week had a nice start from 8th as well. Got 2 positions also. Declan Brown is having a rear of Tom Week now. That's going to be an interesting battle. So we'll see. Oh, the Mara. Oh, something's in Jennings. What happened to Jennings? Oh, he's already damaged here. Oh, that's not good. So there's damage to the car of Robert Jennings. We can see that on the Ferrari. Look at this, how clean that Ferrari looks at the front, and then look at this. That's not good. That is definitely not good. Bettini had a very, this is again a very interesting thing. Like, everyone in the top 3 actually had invalid laps, but it was Victor that was fastest by 7/10. So he is getting closer to Bettini. This is horrid conditions. A lot of people are invalidating laps left, right, and center. Declan Brogan very close out of Chapel onto Tom Weeks' ass. Let's see if he can, with the slipstream, maybe look for a pass. No, I think he's deciding not to have the slipstream. He's deciding, no, this is not the time. He's too far back. So maybe is he setting it up for somewhere else, or is he just thinking, this is fine for now. He's gonna stay patient. Feel like people have done the one thing I said last race. They are staying patient with these moves. It's a lot of 209s and 10s from Masson and down last time by. But only 8 minutes into the race. Long while yet. But we can definitely see a lot of mistakes, even from our pros. As We have Broken, Neston, or Victor as our pro drivers, and Sobolkov, who, again, on this off rhythm and strategy, decided to pit lap 1, get that out of the way, and just get going with the fuel. Must have been so nice now for him, because he is essentially nearly caught up, 7 seconds back, so from the fields. So yeah, he nearly has a pit stop. Actually, we're gonna go on board and listen to this engine. Ricardo Colombo fighting Rashka into turn 1. Now, Victor, get another track cut. I am gonna keep developing that, but on validation. But last time by, quickest lap was set by Giulio Bentini at 206.3. Victor was 2 tenths slower than that, and the Bosch was 2 tenths slower than Victor. So top 3. Oh, Victor is not catching up on Bettini yet. Bettini might be looking at an unlike, I wouldn't say unlike, but a surprising win in my mind if this keeps up. He's showcasing that Ferrari is very good in these conditions, as Colombo and Rushka are gonna go side by side down into down into Vale, sorry. Rushka defending on the inside and going into Club. It looks like that is done that time by Ricardo Colombo. Does not have an answer just right now. But that was tight racing. Just enough space given. But yeah, this fight. And then the 3 cars behind are also having a small fight, but Max Stewart is defending on Urbaniak. Loses time to Ryslewski from it. Oh, Luke Short is also close-ish to Neston off. I kinda wanna just let this go on. There's nothing much to commentate on, I feel like, so we will have some, wouldn't say a break, but we're gonna I'm gonna stay a little bit quiet and just look, as I think the Maref has made a mistake. We will look at that. Mistakes are something we can look at. That is going very wide into Brooklands. Sorry about that. That was a bad time for my dad to call, actually. And that's not a joke. My dad actually just called. Tom will hold who? Oh yeah, Tom will hold Broken off. Yeah, maybe. Banyak, Kaminsky. Oh, Kaminsky on E3 and Banyak on Stewart. Fights keep happening, but this is Anthony. We have to say this is very interesting. Also because Nesnanov is also closing the gap to this pack up ahead of Bashik and Dabrowski. He's closing in on them. Luke Short is keeping up with Nesnanov to a point. Not many are doing the 207s, as Sobolkov has gotten ahead of the Mar. So that's his progress after his pit stop. A pit stop around here is, I want to say 30-40 seconds, depending on how much fuel you need and your strategy. Nestanov is in P4 right now, 3 seconds about 3 seconds behind Dabrowski and a second ahead of Luke Short. The lap times, Anthony, is about 206.7 from Bettini last lap, 207 mid to highs from second to fifth, and then like 208s down the field with some 209s and 210s. Jennings has some damage in the front, so he's a little bit hindered. 206.3 from Bettini that time by 206.4 by Bashik. We can see what Dabrowski also does, just check 207.3, so he loses a lot of time. Nestanov at 208 flat. So I'm gonna contract what I just said and said he is actually losing time to Dabrowski now. 207.6 from Short. Tom Week did a 208.4, 208 flat by Brogan, going very wide. Kaminsky has got a drive through front track limits. We have 207.9 by Masson, 207.5 by Bumba. So lap times are everywhere, but so far the one who's keeping all the consistency is Bettini. Oh, that was a quick section, huh? Brogan is. This is not the closest he has been. He doesn't. Tom Week is a bit defensive, but it seems to me like it is more Brogan not wanting that move into Stowe. He knows he's not close enough, so he does not want to get too close and maybe make mistakes. Saying that, he is very good on the braking there, but he did lose a little bit of time going a bit too wide. Kaminsky is the first to have a drive-through, but as I've said, a lot of people have invalidated laps, like Brogan, like Rashka, like Sobolkov this time by, so we can see a lot of more drive-throughs. Bashik had one at the start, had a big one at the start, I want to say. Might even have a track cut for it. We're gonna keep going with this battle that is nearly way short for the day, like all race. He did have to get across, move ahead of Masson, but seems, and then cut off to Tom Week. But this battle has been around for like 4 laps, I think, as we are already over a fourth of the way through. I did not see that cone, to be honest. Yeah, Jennings has been caught up. He did. I think there was a disconnect because he started from the pit lane, so there might have them. And I saw him. Didn't see him in the server, so there was a disconnect at some point for him. But he is up here, as we also can see. Look at that front end. That's 15 seconds of damage at least. Oh, Brogan! If you can keep this up, this close, you might have a chance into Stowe. Just need to nail this Meckets and Beckets and then get the run correctly through Chapel, and then you have it, sir. Oh, Kaminsky is taking his drive through. That's what I've seen. Oh, Banyak is very close out of turn 1 on Stewart, but we'll see. Now this is a good indication. You were P13. This isn't the pit stop, this is just so that was 217, so he's lost, let's say that's 10 seconds already, and then he's lost whatever he has gotten net from here on out. That's definitely 30 seconds. I have to say. As we see Banyak look for a move. Nope, no move from Mark Stewart just yet, but Mark goes wide, leaving the door open on the outside into Vale, into Vale, sorry. For Banyak, let's see. Tight racing, but good defending by Stewart. Spolkov has caught up to Robert Jennings, and I think this will be kind of short work to do. 208.2 from the last time by. Let's say again, last time by. Bettini, 206.3, getting that gap up to 3.3 seconds over Victor. Victor at 207.6. The inconsistencies from Victor's race is he has not had the consistency as Bettini, and that's why Bettini is the one leading right now. My words sometimes are contradictory. I'm not contradictory, but I speak too fast. Now this time by though was a very bad lap for Bettini standards. A 207.8. What? He must have had a slight mistake. 207.3 for Victor, so that's half a second. Dabrowski 207.4, 207.9. Nesnov, Luke Short 207.4, and then down here it's 208. We'll look at what Sobolkov can do. Is Robert strategic enough? He would let it go, I think. He wouldn't fight too hard. Well, there's 208.3 from Sobolkov. Ooh, gets the run. I think Robert just let it go, as I said. He should do. Just let him go, let him get up to the next cars and fight with them, so they lose a bit of time. So you gain on them, so to say. As Banyak is very, very close here on Stewart. No slipstream though, so I don't think you are winning this top straight line fight. As Kaminsky is going in the pit lane for his pit stop. Now that is one thing I want to look at. How short was Sobolkov's pit stop? He was stopped for 5 seconds. So I think that was a quick 3-second thing that he did. Saying you have done a pit stop is very wrong. An 18-second stop from Rafa Kaminsky, so that's way more fuel. I think what Sobolkov did was he took 2, 3 or 4, I don't know. So let's say 5 liters of fuel. Went in, took 5 liters of fuel and get out. Just a quick 3-second pit stop with a stop-start to it. As Brogan is getting close on Tom Week though. Victor has got his drive-through, everyone. Yes, you have seen correctly. Victor did get his drive-through. Now this drive-through, as you've seen, that is about 30 seconds, though that will probably get him out of the top 10. Everyone, that is correct. Victor has not had the best reputations of being clean on that. So that's the second drive-through after Kaminsky's. Bad time to take a bite of my dinner, but we've just seen Luke Short spin in Meckets and Beckets, losing him 4 positions from P5 to P9. It's roughly 10-15 seconds of time lost, but he saved it from the wall though, which was the important part. Brogan and Tom Week still fighting this battle. Now, interesting enough is we're soon getting to, we've gotten across a third now. We're soon getting to the halfway through mark. So pit stops should be around the corner. They don't have a pit window, so they can pit whenever. So they're probably gonna pit halfway or even longer. Where I have to say, Sobolkov did a strategic mastermind there. He is about 45 seconds off the lead though. But if he gets clean air, he was about, I want to say P5, P6 maybe even lower. But if he gets this done, he might. Ooh, as Raska has spun. We'll look at what has happened here out of turn 1. Oh, spins it on exit. Just does he? Oh, he has a wall. It's a wall too, as we're gonna go back to Sobolkov's fight with Mark Stewart. Oh, this is getting Robert Jennings closer to Mark Stewart because of all of this defending. Now, I think Sobolkov will have him. As we see, and also Ryslevsky on Raska, who has just had that spin. No move there, but Sobolkov is doing it on Mark Stewart. Mark Stewart going very wide, keeping himself. Now, Victor, you are gonna have to take that drive through just in a bit. As we are gonna go back to this. Whoa, he is on the inside of Banyak and gets the position as well. That's from 16th to 14th within a half of a lap. Nice stuff, Sobolkov. As we see Mark Stewart trying a lunge. Ooh, Banyak has to turn away from it. Gonna go side by side down into village section. Stewart is ahead. Can Banyak get? Oh, he doesn't get a good exit now. What about Sobolkov on Ryslevsky? Oh, Sobolkov's got the inside and gets it done. They're gonna stay side by side down into Brooklands, as we do see Victor taking his drive through. Now this will be interesting. Where is Victor compared to the rest of the grid? Will he be behind the Luke Short, who did spin a few laps ago? No, he's going to be in front of Bumba. So that got him from 2nd to 7th. About, quick calculation, maybe 20 seconds or so he's lost. Maybe a bit more, 20-25 only. You can actually see that was a 24-second actually. So that's how long it took. He probably lost a little less than 24 seconds, so that's why. But yeah, Sobolkov is in P13 now. Sobolkov, with this strategy, has gotten is ahead of Bashik, of Victor. Victor has to fight hard to get back, but he has already got one drive through. I wonder how many different track cuts by people that everyone has. Tom, I don't think Tom is fine. Yeah, I've only seen messages now. That driver put in P7, so yeah. Oh, they do, Lelouch. Now, Lelouch, who are you actually? Lelouch Britannia. I know the anime code Gears, but who are you though? Actually, I would say, if I were to say it, I'm gonna go and... Ooh, that is close, Banyak. Do you have a run into village? You're gonna... No, you're not. You've been very careful in my opinion, Banyak. You've been a good, patient driver. Patience is key in these situations. But I would say, really quickly, I'm probably on what Victor's level is. In terms of it. I think consistency-wise, I could have done a bit better, but... let's not look at that. We'll just look at everything else. Luke Short is getting up to Bomba. Luke Short, who was who started P3 or P4, went to P5, losing 2 positions to Nesnos and Sobolkov, I believe, in the start, and then spun around 5, 6, 7 minutes ago. Maggot's Beggars has gotten himself down to this place, or lost a lot of time. So now Ryan Masson is actually the AM winner. Stewart, Ryslewski, Banyak. This is a battle that we're probably gonna see all season long. They were battling a lot last time out as well, if I remember correctly. I do have a bad memory of that, but I do remember who won. That was definitely who we can see in the standings, as well as bad PLR work. But we'll look at the standings for 2 seconds. With Victor leading Luke Short P2 and Declan Broken P3. And people that weren't there really quickly, just really quickly, 5-10 seconds. Ooh, Stewart is we're gonna go back to main. Stewart is out on the outside into Vale on Ryslewski. Ryslewski made a small mistake. We're seeing it. Ooh, they're gonna respecting that he has some snows there. Oh, is he gonna respect? No, he did not respect Ryslewski there. Just drifts wide or just understeers into him. That is not well driving, Mark Stewart. And he is smart enough to know he will let that go. But as I said 10-20 minutes ago to Obgenis of saying he should let Sobolkov go and let so he could come up here, because Sobolkov would fight with these guys. They would lose time, and they're fighting. Let's lose time. And look at that 4-second gap is non-existent now. Mark Stewart and Ryslewski going side by side again. My mouth. And a watch of translations. Oh, that is that is a good question and a good thing. Ooh, Robert Jennings, Mark Stewart. I think Mark Stewart outbroke himself. Yeah, that is Robert Jennings going up the inside of Brooklands, giving the outside of Lovefield. He is clean ahead, and he gets a good run on the exit. But that is a good question, Anthony. And I think Sobolkov has been a strategic masterpiece here. What he did was he pitted lap 1, literally took small amounts of fuel. He had the fuel on board from the start, so he just needed 1 liter or so, and just got that done, and has now caught up to people because of their fighting. He hasn't caught up to them. He has a faster guy, as we also can see on his fastest lap, of being as good as the drivers in the top 5. So he has just gotten that pit stop earlier away, so now he can. Ooh, a small mistake from him. So now he can just have a bit of clean out to drive up to them. As we see Bettini just having the great livery that he has. Victor did get ahead of Ryan Masson, we did not see. But it has put Ryan Masson into the claws, or into the notice of Bumba and Luke Short now. Has broken. Now, this is going to be interesting in terms of pit stop also when they pit. Because if they all pit at the same time, well, that's a one thing. Oh, that is smart by Tom though. Going wide, getting a massive exit. Oh, Enrico Ichi is moving ahead of Ricardo Colombo. What happened to Banyak? We will see. Oh, he spins it! That is a weird one. That is a very, very weird one. He must have hit the curb. Oh, this might be your best chance yet, Brogan. No, you've lost it. Just as I say that, you lose it. I am commentating, cursing everyone today. No, yeah. They haven't moved. There have been a few that has moved, but he also needs to be in a position where he can take it, if you know what I mean, Anthony. He is still gaining on a lot of people because of people's mistakes. And he has that pit stop in hand. He's probably gonna get the beamer this time by. Now Łukasz, don't defend this. So Volkov is a very good driver. Domarev is in the pit lanes. And we are over halfway through. Now, oh, that is a light move from the move. Yeah, that's Raska just off the track. Just giving it, that's a giving move. With only 5 seconds though from here up to Colombo, he'll get that easily, especially if these two fight as hard as they are doing. Ooh, look, short and Bumba. Bumba had made a mistake in village section. Oh, Broken is just keeping this gap all the way, all here. But we can see how close Victor is now. Victor still has to pit. He did get that drive-through after all, but he has to pit as well. And the Kaminsky, after the Marv's pit stop, is very close as well. So the Kaminsky has got some good pace. So we're gonna go back to this battle of Declan Brook and Tom Week, and now Victor Bashik. We can say that's another invalidated lap, Victor. How many track cuts have you got? I have that question for everyone though. Ooh, look, shot on Bumba. That was close. I do believe, Luke, you can get this from what I've seen of your pace, but you need to be patient. You need to be patient. Robert Jennings going very wide of Brooklands into Luffield, lost. Maybe not position to Ryslewski, but definitely lost a lot of time. Now, nobody's going in yet. They really want to keep staying out. Broken, that is one of the closest points you have been to Tom Week into Stowe now. But you're losing out yet. Oh, that's another track cut from Victor. I did miss it, but I did change positions again, Anthony. I was looking at other places as well. It's very hard to look at everything though. And if I don't see it and I'm like, oh, how long ago was this move? Because sometimes it can show up, oh, it's just been now, but it was like 30 seconds ago on race control. So it's like, eh. Or 30 seconds ago in the thing. What I can do is, how many... I haven't had many contacts. Actually, we had one between Domarev and Kaminsky, I see. Oh, that's a broken car. Do we have anything close by? Oh, Bettini is in the pits. We have the leader in the pits. Now, will this be a clean stop? And how long will this stop go? We will see. Gonna keep an eye on Tom Week, Declan Brogan, and Victor Bashik here. Would explain. Ooh, Ryslewski, Robert Jennings, and Mark Stewart. Great battling here. Now, that will explain if he is lower on fuel than the rest of the grid. How long will he be stopped? Oh, Brogan, as we can see, has entered the pit lane as well. That's a long stop. That's not fuel only, I think. Is this a stop? He thinks he can take tires. Bomber is also in the pit lane. 36 seconds. Did you not start it, sir? You started 39, so I think you forgot to start it. Sadly. But I believe Dabrowski has had a good chance now if he's only going for fuel. Now Broken is even ahead of Bettini. Look at this. This is a 5-second stop. Look what I've told you, everyone. So Bolkov is ahead of the before end leader. This is what I mean. Even not Jennings. Bumba is taking tires. Oh, didn't take tires. He took fuel as well. But these guys, Brogan, Sobolkov, and I'm probably thinking also Victor, have definitely done the thing where they've started with the fuel they need for nearly the whole race and just going in for that extra leader they need or two. Who has made a mistake? Anthony. Oh, Stewart is close on Ryslewski. But no move. Now we're gonna keep an eye out on this. Fastest guy out there right now is your new leader. just off Dabrowski, who has a good gap on the rest of the grid. Luke Short is ahead of Ryan Masson this time by, so I think Ryan actually just let that go. You know, I will see. Oh, he just went wide. Yeah, he let that go. No fighting. Now it'll be interesting what Tom Week does, because he was fighting Broken, but oh, we have a spinner. Oh, we're going back. We are gonna see if we can bring this replay up. That is too far back. Actually, it might be right. I might have taken a while. Oops. Oh no, this was the wrong set. Oops. Yeah, I think Bettini's done. As Victor has gotten across of Tom Week. Oh, he loses it. That's Bettini out. So that is too much damage as we see Stewart in the pit lane. But we are going to keep an eye on Victor Basher because he did have a move about. Maybe we get to see it in the replay, maybe we don't. I accidentally make a mistake on the replay. Maybe. I think he took tires. I think that's what he did. I think Bettini took tires. And I think that's the problem. He should have gone for this is a mandatory refueling only. Tom Week and Victor Basher keeps fighting into village. Was that because of a mistake from Victor? I think so. Or was Stewart is out of pit lane. What I want to really quickly say, Anthony, is that where do we have him? Bettini did a 39-second stop. Tom Week is very much outbreaking himself now. But he did a 39-second stop, like where he was stopped. And Broken, Sobolkov, they did it in 5 seconds. Because they only took fuel. Fuel is the one thing that's mandatory for the day, as Sobolkov has gotten himself ahead of Colombo. And Ryan Masson is pits. So he is still. He hasn't gotten himself closer to the lead with the strategy, I want to say still, because of the traffic. But he's gotten himself to the point where he is only 50 seconds behind the leader and 38 or so seconds behind Nestanov, which could be what he's aiming for. Now, how long is Ryan Masson stopped? 11, 12, 13 seconds. That was about, how much was that? Was that 50 liters? That was not 50 liters of fuel. Maybe it was 40, 20, 30, 40 liters of fuel. That's not even 10 laps to go. I'm calling it. Banyak is also in now. People, you don't need much fuel. 20 seconds. You need to have 20 liters now, which is what he had. Maybe a little bit more he took, but 20 liters. Actually, not 20 liters. About 30 liters. So that is 6 seconds in the pit, along with the 2 seconds. So 8 seconds stop. That is what you need from this point on. Quick maths. Yeah, Tom made a mistake. He didn't lose out too much though. Nah, not 20. Not 20. You're still having around, you're having 8 laps, and they're probably running about 3.2, 3.3 liters of fuel. I don't know. So we have a stopped car. That is not it. That is Rouge car. Oh! Oh, well, we're still in the middle of it. Ricardo Colombo and Enrico Itri are also fighting it. Ricardo Colombo is ahead. Luke Short is going in the pit lane this time by. We saw the middle of it. Not the biggest moment, but as we see here, if we can't see 15 seconds ago, which we can. Colombo getting ahead of Enrico Itri down into Brooklands. Actually, yeah, down into Brooklands. On the braking. Now, we're gonna look after time stop that you're gonna have. Quick, 5 seconds. Again, look. His time in pits was 33 seconds though, so it was a slower pit time, but that was quick. Look at what he has, just behind Broken only. Broken. Or behind Declan Broken. I'm gonna say Broken now, because Broken is broken. Broken, who is behind these two. So, can you see what I mean with the bulk of strategy? So, he has, essentially, I believe, is going to be ahead of these three drivers. Maybe Nestanov. So Volkov might be ahead of Nestanov with his strategy and get himself a P2 finish. That's the call I have right now. Now Declan has to be really smart with this. Really smart. To be really smart with this, I believe, because he needs to get ahead quickly, so he doesn't lose time to Tom Week. Maybe even get him now, which, yes, trying. That is very confident from Mr. Broken indeed on Enrico Itri, but it looked like Enrico did not want to fight it. Now Tom Week is in the pits, and we're definitely going to see who is going to win out this battle of the pit stops of him and Broken that pitted 5 laps ago. So we're going to look at his pit stop. Anyone else going to join him though? Seven, 8, 9, and out. A longer stop, Mr. Tom. Did he forget to stop his tires? I think this is again someone's forgot to not take tires. He definitely took tires. This does put him into 14th and possibly out of the top 10. As Broken is going around the outside into Stowe, we are catching this on Colombo. Seems to me that he has got it. He's going inside into Club / Vale. The chicane, Vale chicane. Oh, he has got it. Whew. That was good racing between them all. See Enrico going very wide out of Club. But yeah, Tom, I didn't see damage on him. That's the problem. I didn't see any place where he has gotten himself damage. So I believe that is a tire change. Which is a mistake. You do not need tires for this. Wet tires are good enough. They could possibly go 1.5 hours if you really do well. You can do more than a full stint on wets. Wets in the right conditions are way better than dries durability wise. But you have to not push them. And I'm saying this as someone who did a 1 hour, and I have to remember, and 24 hours, 24 minute, 1 hour and 24 minute stint on Misano on the same tires, and a 1 hour and 18 minutes of a stint with the same tires on Imola with dries, and as Ricardo Colombo goes in the pit lane, so he's gonna do the undercut on E-Train. Now, are you gonna take tires? As we see Robert Jennings and Ryslewski going into the pit lane as well. No! Quick! Start it! Oh no, that wasn't a start. I think that was a mistake. I think you were, because Kaminsky has gotten the drive through. I think that was a small mistake in terms of positioning car. We'll see what Robert Jennings and Ryslewski does in the pit lane. That was 9 seconds. I think that was 2 or 3 seconds too long, sir. As Ryslewski, that's a fast pit stop. The Robert Jennings is also quick. That's 6 and 8 seconds respectively. Ryslewski getting the position from the pit lane, from the pit stops, being quicker. Luke Short is fighting Enrico Itri now. Kaminsky has gotten himself his second drive-through of the day. Yes, you heard right, people. Second. Luke Short is getting kinda close here. That's pretty close. But no move is done. Enrico Itri is in the pit lane, so we'll see how that fares out compared to Ricardo Colombo. Now the Broski, Nesnov and Victor have not pitted yet. Raska hasn't pitted either. That's the 4 drivers who we need to have a look out on, as there is about 5 laps to go, maybe 4 depending on how long. Now that was quick, that was 9 seconds again. Colombo is coming across the start-finish straight into turn 1. I think Enrico has got this. Enrico has gotten himself ahead of Colombo again. But this top 3 we really need to have a look at. So Volkov is losing time to the guys ahead now. Sadly, but we might look at a... I'm not saying anymore. I'm not going to say that. But we're going to look at Raska, because Raska needs a pit stop as well. It is very, very unpredictable. Lebowski did have an invalidated lap last night by a 209.1. I believe that was because he had to move in front of Mark Stewart. Yeah, so that must have been it. So Nesnanov actually gained a second, and Victor gained a bit of time as well, but it looking a little bit difficult for Zabolkov. Oh, that was a slide. That was over steer and a half. But it's looking a bit difficult for Zabolkov to get P3 away from any of them, as there's only 4 laps to go when they hit the start-finish straight. Urbaniak on Robert Jennings. The Ferrari is not having that much of a great race, Tom Wick, mostly because of his pit lane incident, or pit lane mistake, in terms of the peeling tires, but he should be very quick now, unless he put dries on, that is. Gonna go back to Urbaniak and look at his battling with Jennings. You can definitely see Urbaniak being very much quicker right now at this stage of the race. You're gonna keep an eye out on if anybody goes into the pit lane as well. As we can see the leader right behind them actually. Knowing Enrico, he'll make it wide only for the fighting that he can do. Enrico also knows that he shouldn't fight battles that that will lose him too much time. Now, oops, Dabrowski did a 206.9. Very good lap, Dabrowski. Very good lap. Let's see what Nesnanov does. That's a bad lap. That's a 208.6. Victor is getting closer. 208 flat. This will come down to pit lane. Onto the pit lane, I believe. But nothing too much exciting going on other than this battle as of right now. So I'm gonna take a little bit of food and eat while we wait and see for these pit stops to come. Let us see, let us see. That is Dabrowski behind them. Dabrowski is losing a little bit of time to them, I think. Because of them. Oh, that is good. Good job with Banyak. Very good. It's good. That's good blue flagging. This is. Hard to call, as we see Nesnanov in the pit lane this time by. Now we're gonna keep an eye on Nesnanov's pit stop. Is it for 2 laps of fuel? Because I believe that's what he needs. So that's 6-7 liters, or is it just a quick 1 second? 6-7 liters, 6 seconds stop. Remember, in the stop, there is 2 seconds for lifting and lifting the car and letting it fall down again. So that is really quickly. Now Brogan has caught up to Mr. Sobolkov. So Sobolkov is also making a few mistakes. That was a 210.4 last time by from him. So this is proper battle for P4. I would say Nesnov lost around about 30 seconds. He was a bit ahead of Bashik, actually more than 30 seconds. Was a bit ahead, I would say a few seconds, so maybe Sobolkov and Broken might be like it's gonna be close from Bashik to or from Victor to Sobolkov and Broken, I think. As we keep an eye on Dabrowski, will he go in this time by? He does go in this time by. Probably making it so there's only 1 lap to go. Depending on it, this might be final lap he's going upon. Now we are gonna see if Victor will join him. I believe Victor should join him, as Victor does join him in the pit lane. Speed, speed, speed. Oh, that was a very aggressive pit entry. Now, that was quick, 6 seconds again from Dabrowski. Might have. Again, does not defeat the 5 seconds from Sobolkov, Broken and Luke Short, but that was quick. Roshka needs to pit this time by as well. But let's see. 33 seconds. Out and away. Dabrowski now. 5 seconds stop from Bashik, so closer. Oh, he hits the pit wall out. No. And Nikita Nestanov is ahead. But we are gonna watch that again from the bonnet, from the passenger side. Look. Oh, just loops it. He might have been ahead without that. That is damage. And yes, that is final lap, as we heard from Dabrowski. I was correct in it being the final lap of this race. Oh, this is something we didn't think is gonna happen. Banyak, how close is this gonna be in terms of it? Will he be ahead of Ricardo Colombo? I don't think so. That was a quick 5-second thing as well. 32, so it's a 27-second pit lane or so. Ahead of Colombo. Yeah, so he's in P11. But all eyes are on Dabrowski right now. Right now it's all about this man. What a great race from Dabrowski. That is a great race. He took the opportunity. Bettina led, made the mistakes. Yeah, almost worked. Well, it worked for him still. I would say it still worked. Because he gained. He's still up to P4. But Dabrowski wins the race. His first ever win in the World Tour. Overall, definitely. I don't know. I think he's won in class. Don't quote me. Second place, Nikita Nestanov. All of this opens up the championship a little bit because Victor is in third place. But he does win against his rival of Declan Broken. And also Sobolkov. Sobolkov P4, Broken P5, Luke Shaw P6. Then we need a little while. Damar and Kaminsky have done crossed the line, so they are through. But now we are just waiting on Ryan Masson in P7. A good race for Masson. Good race. Firmly in the top 10. And then Tom Wick in P8. Still an okay recovery, but those tires did hurt. Taking those. Bumba in 9th. Yeah, 9th. Broken has left, so this is P10 for Enrico E3. The standings is a bit wrong because of Declan Broken was in P5 after all. Enrico E3 in P10. Rashka P11. Colombo will finish in P12. Plevsky P13. Dabrowski is having victory donuts. Vyshevsky across the line. P13. Now we have P14 and P15 of Jennings and Ubanyak. And then we have Stewart. That's P. But look, happiest man right now is definitely this guy. Wow. What a strategy also Volkov. But yeah, that was it for the second race of the World Tour Season 1. We're gonna go back, not to standings, we're gonna go back to the calendar actually, which I need to enable. As we can see, we have done Brands and Silverstone. Next time in next week, we have Misano. One of my favorite tracks. Oh, saying favorite tracks may be wrong, but one of the tracks I really enjoy. So, also a very difficult track, but that is a whole nother challenge. We're moving from Britain